because all of these people graduated as finance majors.
Sure. Ladies first. So I've been working at Intel for 5 years. I went to work straight for Intel as I graduated in 2008. I started in supply chain and budgets and planning, which is pretty normal entry level at a corporation. Currently, I'm senior capital analyst for our manufacturing. So I support affordability and optimizing our capital base for all of our manufacturing side. Manage $3 billion in equipment annually, and I'm sure you guys have seen on the news the new factories that we're building. I think President Obama was down there last year with our opening of Fab 42. In the past 5 years, I've been able to start in the budgets and planning. I went into a consolidations role after that. At Intel, you have the opportunity to rotate every 18 months and try different aspects of the business, whether it is a different functional area within finance or a different division. So you could be on the cost side, or you could go to the revenue side, right? You could support procurement, or you could work in strategy and work on projects. So it's been really great. A lot of the stuff that I learned here I use all the time in modeling. And I love working for Intel. I can't think of a better opportunity. It's been really great for me, and I was really happy to go there after NAU.
All right. So my name is David Frost, and I got a job with Vanguard after graduating from NAU. So I graduated in 2007. I was kind of in the off year. I graduated in December, and I was hired into their leadership development program. So the way that it worked out was really almost more happenstance. I took advantage of the career fair here, which would encourage all of you to do when that's in town. Met with quite a few employers, decided that Vanguard was the right one for me. And I took a job for their leadership development program, which, as Brandy alluded to, is really a chance to rotate around the company. So I rotated 5 times over a period of 15 months in both Vanguard's institutional division, which means we're working with businesses, foundations, endowments who have large sums of money they want to invest, as well as the retail side, which would be working with an investor who comes to us directly, so maybe like yourself and this audience. Rotated through both of those divisions. I am now currently in our institutional sales group. I support investment committees who have set up 401ks with us and have small businesses. So any plan that's under $20 million in total assets, I work with the investment committee to help them construct their investment lineup. And then I also help them with their fiduciary duties to try and make sure that they stay on the business. So that's kind of my background, how I ended up at Vanguard.
I graduated from NAU in '81. My first job was at Honeywell as a financial analyst, which at that time meant general ledger work, which I couldn't stand, basic accounting stuff. Fortunately, Honeywell was badly managed, and they were moving into the large computer mainframe business just while desktop computing was coming along. So that position lasted about 18 months, and I got laid off. I actually went around interviewing and found a job at a small financial planning firm in Scottsdale that was willing to hire me. Learned the business there with individuals. From the small financial planning firm, I went to a firm called Kidder Peabody, which doesn't exist anymore, a white shoe firm out of New York. From there, I went to Smith Barney, and now I'm at UBS 30 years later. And the progression business-wise was not dissimilar to what David mentioned. I started out working with individuals on a very small basis. When you don't know much, people don't give you much money. And as the years progressed, the dollar amounts that people would entrust me got larger. I still remember my first $10,000 client. I remember my first $25,000 client, my first $100,000 client. My first $1 million client was actually an Intel guy. And now my largest client has roughly $485 million. So the progression has been really a fun one. The more money an individual or an organization has, the more sophisticated they are, the more requirements they have from a fiduciary standpoint. Typically it's other people's money that they're overseeing. My job is to make sure they're following the procedural prudence guidelines that they need to stay on the right side of the decision-making process. things you learned in your investment classes, modern portfolio theory, I apply on a daily basis, and add to that manager selection and hiring and firing, portfolio performance monitoring, and interacting with investment committees. It's really a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Great business.